I am going to explain about garbage collection in Java. What is garbage? What is garbage collection? What is the importance of the garbage? Garbage collection is the important feature in Java programming. Okay, why it is the important feature we will see. Then garbage collection. What is garbage? What is mean by garbage? Is a scrap, unused things. Okay, the garbage collection means which will collect the unused things. But in programming language, it is the process of reclaiming the runtime unused memory automatically. Okay, the user can't involve to collect the unused memory. It is done automatically. In other words, what is the meaning of that statement is it is a way of destroying the unused object or unreferenced object. Garbage collection means unreferenced objects because it is way to destroy the unused object. What it does by the garbage collection? Simply it will destroy the object. When the object goes out of the scope, when the object is no longer needed to the program, at that time the garbage collection can deallocate the memory to the objects. That is the meaning of garbage collection. In case of C, we will use the free method. Free method can be used to deallocate the memory. Then in case of C++, we use the delete keyword. The delete keyword can be used to deallocate the memory of object. But here we don't do explicitly. Everything can be done automatically. Okay, that is the advantage of the Java programming language. Please listen carefully. Then it makes memory efficient. Why it makes memory efficient? Garbage collector removes the unreferenced object. When the object is not needed to the program, at that time that memory will be allocated to that object. Okay, it can be done by what? Garbage collector. Okay, who will collect the unused object, unreferenced object? It can be done by the garbage collector. Garbage collector is part of the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Okay, then it is automatically done by the garbage collector. The user can't do anything. The user can't involve explicitly. The user can't delete the object explicitly. It is done automatically by the garbage collector. Okay, the garbage collector is part of what is called? It is a part of JVM. Okay, garbage collector is a part of JVM. Then here the JVM will be involved to do the things. What is that? It can be destroy the object. Okay, it is part of the JVM. There are three ways an object can be unreferenced. At what time the object can be eligible for the destroying. Okay, then unreferenced. Then by nulling the references, then by assigning the reference to another reference, by anonymous object. Okay, then for these three ways automatically the object is eligible for garbage collector. When the object is eligible for garbage collector, three ways. Okay, then by nulling the reference means when object has been created. For example, the student S new student, then S equal to null. By nulling the reference, when object is initialized with the null, at that time there is no use of that object. At that time this object is eligible for the garbage collector. Got it point? The first one is by nulling the reference. When object is assigned with reference with a null, at that time no data is there in the object. At that time there is no use of that object for your program. At that time this object is eligible for the garbage collector. Then another one is by assigning the reference to another. Okay, for example, there are two objects has been created. Student S1, new student. Student S2, new student. Two object has been created. then S1 equal to S2. By assigning a reference to another, because one object has assigned to the another object. At that time, which object is eligible for the garbage collector? Here, the S1 is having some data. S2 is having the S2 is copied into the S1. Okay, it will be override. The S2 is there. Again, the S2 data is copied into the S1, because at that time which object is eligible for garbage collector? Then S1 is eligible for garbage collector. Okay, at that time automatically what is the memory as allocated to the object S1, that memory will be deallocated by the garbage collector. That at that time that object is eligible for the garbage collector, because that is the second point. By anonymous object, because whenever creating the object we don't provide any name. While you creating the object we don't provide any name, that is called as the anonymous object. For example, new student. We don't provide any object name to this syntax. The constructor will get executed automatically. After that, immediately that memory will be deallocated. Okay. Whenever the memory is allocated to the instance variable of a class, after that, then automatically the memory will be deallocated. Okay. There are three ways the object goes unreferenced. Then one is the way by nulling the references, by assigning one object to the another, then by anonymous object. This is, we don't provide any name over here while creating the object. Then at that time, this is also eligible for the what is called garbage collector. Okay, this is a little bit discussion about the garbage collector. The finalize method, it is invokes each time when before an object is garbage collected. It can be used to perform cleanup processing. Okay, then another method is GC method. After that I will talk about the GC method. What is the finalize method? It is called every time before an object garbage collected. When object is eligible for the garbage collected, the finalize method will be called by the garbage collector. What is the importance of it? It can be used to perform the cleanup processing. Then sometimes the memory will be allocated without using the new keyword. That are called non-Java resources. Okay, when we want to release the memory for non-Java resources, then we can invoke the finalize method. Okay, if whenever the memory is allocated by using the keyword, it can be done automatically. Okay, the memory will be deallocated when the object is not being used. But for some of the non-Java resources which can't do by the garbage collector, then you can do it by the explicitly you can invoke the finalize method. Okay, and then what is the importance of the GC method? It is used to call garbage collector. Whenever the garbage collector has been called, then garbage collector will call the finalize method. The garbage collector is a part of JVM. It is a part of JVM. Where will we store the garbage collector? It will be inside the JVM. Okay. Then GC method will call the garbage collector. Once garbage collector has called, then garbage collector will call the finalize method. Then class, suppose student, protected finalize method can throwable. Throwable exception. Okay, if you write, there is no problem. If you does not write, there is no problem. Then system.out.println an object is garbage collected. In semicolon. Then after that, public static void main then you should create the memory to the class student S1 new student, then student S2 two object as created to a class student, S1 equal to null, then S2 equal to null, then system dot gc. Here the execution of the program will be start from the main method. The object has been created for the student class S1, S2, two objects are created. Then null is assigned to the object S1, the null is also assigned to the object S2. Because null means there is no data in S1, there is no data in S2. Those two objects are eligible for the garbage collector. If you want to invoke explicitly the garbage collector, we need to invoke the GC method. Then system.gc. System is a class name. GC is a static method. This static method will be called by the class name itself. You know it. The system.gc, whenever you call the GC method, the GC will call the garbage collector. Then what it does by the garbage collector? The garbage collector will call the finalize method. Then you can go write the code to release the memory. Then here I have written the simple message. The system.out.println an object is garbage collected. This is the simple program to write explicitly. Everything can be done internally, automatically. But if you want to call explicitly the finalize method, you can call the GC method. Once you call the GC method, you can call the garbage collector. The garbage collector will call the garbage collector will call the finalize method. This is the simple example for the finalize method. If you any doubt regarding the garbage collection, please post your query in the comment box window. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you one and all for watching my videos.